What's good, everyone? This is DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And man, I am excited for SWAC football this weekend. Jackson State versus Mississippi Valley State. Shout out to Coach Dansby, who's doing an amazing job at Valley. He has those players playing hard. They do not give up. They've played some close games this year. Don't forget their schedule is tougher than most SWAC teams, especially non-conference. So they're battle-tested. They had a close game against FAMU, and if Caleb Johnson didn't trip up and he would have had the first down on the 4th and 1 attempt, hey, you never know. But they played very well against FAMU. I believe they have Jackson State's attention. Jackson State will not take this team lightly. They've seen the film, and I believe they have done their proper scouting. Dennis Thurman will get those players ready. The best player on Mississippi Valley State, as we know, is Caleb Johnson. He's their workhorse. He's their go-to guy. He's the face of the team. He's a redshirt sophomore, explosive back. If he finds a crease, he's gone. And there's no way of slowing him down. So it's the job of James Houston, Antoine Owens, Niles Gaddy, Aubrey Miller, Keontae Hampton, Katron Evans, the front seven, to slow that down, and I know they'll do their job. The one constant thing of JSU is stopping the run. You'll be lucky enough to get barely 90 yards against JSU. That's how good their team is. And they got some hard hitters. They got some safeties that can hit. Shout out to Shiloh Sanders, man. John Huggins, hitter. Cameron Selman, hitter. The cornerbacks can hit. DeJohn Nugget Warren, even though he's an elite cornerback, he could go down there and ruffle some feathers. And he's been locking down a lot of receivers this season. The only yards he has given up is those plays where, they scoot the cornerback, they allow the receiver to get 5 to 6 yards. I don't really count that. Besides that, and probably one penalty against Alabama State, he's been really good. And this year, I continue to say the best player on the team. I expect DeJohn to get drafted. I think he's that talented. And if you put him in the combine, I think he'll put numbers up. That's just what I believe. I like his film. Offensive linemen. They have been dealing with injuries. Tony Gray was injured against Bethune-Cookman, and he was missed. He's been the one consistent player on JSU, and rightfully so. Demetrius Jordan was injured. He's also an important player on the offensive line. Now, if anyone knows if they'll be available against Mississippi Valley State, let me know in the comment section. They gotta play in this game, if they're healthy, of course. Mississippi Valley State has a very talented defensive line group. It is their one strength of their team. We seen it last year, even though JSU beat them in the spring. That defensive line was showing up every single play, and they'll be doing the same against Jackson State. They're going to be bringing their A game. But if you could just, offensive lineman, if you could just hold up for 2 more seconds. Shadir Sanders has shown the ability when he has time, and even if a defender is just get a late shot off him, he could get the ball out and he can do something. 2 more seconds. That's all I'm asking for. You don't have to have the New England Patriots offensive line. I'm not asking for that. That'll be great, but can it be adequate? Just adequate protection. That's all I'm asking for. Now the running game. Santee Marshall, good kid, good story, and congratulations on him getting a scholarship instead of being a walk-on, getting a scholarship for JSU. He deserved it. He put his head down and kept working. He didn't ask for any favors. He put in the work, and he deserves all the great things for him. But going on forward, based on the film that I've watched, J.D. Martin is the best running back on the team. Every time he's on the field, he's making something happen. He has the size, he has the speed. He's one cut and go. And he's strong too. He's very balanced. He's JSU's most balanced running back. If the coaching staff, I'm telling you, if J.D. Martin is the starting running back for the remainder of the season, that's going to be even scarier on top of the offensive production that they have been doing. I'm letting y'all know, J.D. Martin is that dude. And if it was me, I'm not the coach, so the coaches know more than me. But what I've seen, J.D. Martin is the truth. T.C. Taylor has been doing a great job. Great job. He's done an amazing job. And what he has done is simplify the offense, not try to make everything too difficult, letting the players be them. See, Coach Phillips has a good resume, worked with great quarterbacks. He worked with Jordan Love. He was his coach there. And you saw Utah State, I think his junior year, was putting up numbers. The reason why it didn't pan out is because he didn't trust the young players. He probably felt comfortable that they had a good defense and try to protect the offense. Whereas T.C. Taylor was like, wait a minute, we got all these horses, we've got to use them. And that's why the offense has been clicking. Shadir Sanders has been a finalist for another award. This new award that he's a finalist in is the Jerry Rice Award, given to the best freshman in the FCS. Not surprising. If Malachi Wideman has a couple of great games, which I expect him to do, he's going to be on that watch list as well. And could you imagine if they utilize Wideman the first game? He probably would have been at 1,000 yards by now or close to it. He's a freak of nature. There's no one in the SWAC. There's not too many DBs in the FCS that can check him. And he's just scratching the surface. He's just learning the route tree. That's all pure ability right there. That's pure ability. Trevonte Rucker, this could be a game for him to get going. He's an explosive wide receiver, very fast. He can blow the top out on a defense. He's that quick. I would like to see them get him going more. You know, Keith Corbin is Mr. Consistent. He's got the best hands on the team, so you know he'll show up. Josh Lanier. This could be a breakout game for him. If they utilize him in the slot correctly, Warren Newman is injured. If he comes back, then may not be. But Josh Lanier, if they move him properly in the slot and use him like Warren Newman, they could see a flow there. But overall, I look forward to a competitive game. If Jackson State does what they need to do, then they'll handle business. Mississippi Valley State, they got Jelani Easley. Jelani Easley is doing a great job of just managing the game, using his legs when he needs to, and giving it to their top targets, whether it's Caleb Johnson and Rankin, their top receiver. That's their guy. Rankin is their guy on wide receiver. The defense will pay attention to that. And if the defense of JSU does their part and shuts down the run, there could be some turnovers. Jelani Eastland, he's a veteran quarterback, graduate transfer, Portland State. What he tends to do, if nothing's there, he looks for ranking. So I'm sure Coach Thurman is going to tell his defense to pin their ears back. And if they're third and long, they know who they're going to. So be on the lookout for that. Shout out to Mississippi Valley State. On their team, they're growing, man. And next season, they're going to be a much better team. I truly believe it. I believe in Coach Dansby. Good brother. He graduated. He played for Jackson State, I believe, right? He played for Jackson State. And he's earned it, man. He's worked his way up to be a head coach, and that's what it's all about. And shout out to JSU. Y'all keep celebrating what y'all got. Never let any shine take away the joy that y'all have for JSU. Rep your school, no matter what SWAC school you root for. MEAC school, SEAC, no matter what, rep your school to the fullest. And let's see some good football. One more thing. I believe Coach Prime will be missing in this game to recover for the foot injury. So Coach Harrell will be taking over again. The most important part is for Coach Prime to be healthy. That's the most important part. But this is DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. Peace and blessings, peace and love, and I'm out.